figure out some other places to sign up for you.
6 o'clock.
It's a lost cause. I'm signing up in 6 different places, and they're not
Okay.
interregulated. They don't touch each other. It's a Chinese fire drill.
Okay, we'll begin with Ashrei responsively. Lauren, why don't you do, and Marga and Barry, you'll respond, please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ashrei Yoshvei Veitecha, Odi Halalucha Selah.
Ashrei Shechachalo, Ashrei Shadonai Elohav.
Tehillah LeDavid, Aramim Elohai HaMelech, Baruch Shemcha Leolam Va'ed.
Kol Yom Baruchecha, Baruch Shemcha Leolam Va'ed.
Gadol Adonai V'lo Me'od, V'ligdolato Ein Teker.
Dor Ledor Yeshabach Ma'asecha, Uvaratecha Yagidu.
Adar Kevod Hodaka, V'divrei Niflotecha Asicha.
Zuz Naratecha Yameru, Udulacha Asaprena.
Zecher Rav Tuvgal Yabiyu, B'tzikatecha Yiranenu.
Anu V'rachim Adonai, Erech Apayim Udal Chesed.
Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav.
V'duch Adonai Kol Ma'asecha, V'chasidecha Yivarchucha.
Kevod Malchutcha Yameru, Ugdaratcha Yadaberu.
Yodea Livnei Adam Gevuratav, Ukavod Hadar Malchuto.
Malchutcha Malchut Kol Olamim, Memshaltecha B'Kol Dor Vador.
Domech Adonai L'Chol Hanofim, Zokef L'Chol Hakufim.
Einei Kol Elef HaYisaberu, V'yatanotem Lahem Et Aklam Be'ito.
Poteach et Yadecha, Umasbiach L'Chol Chayratzon.
Sadik Adonai B'Kol Deracha, V'chasiv B'Kol Ma'asav.
Arov Adonai L'Chol Karav, L'Chol Asher Yikrohu Be'emet.
Ritzon Yireav Ya'aseh, V'yet Shivatam Yishma V'yoshiem.
Shomer Adonai et Kol Avav, Yet Kol Hashayim Yashmi.
Tehilat Adonai Yedaber Pi, V'yivarech Kol Basar Shem Kodsho Le'olam Va'ed.
Anachnu Nevarech Yah, Ne'ata V'yad Olam. Hallelujah.
V'anachnu Nevarech Yah, Me'ata V'yad Olam. Hallelujah.
And today, the 10th of Adar, Monday, February 22nd, we recall the following individuals who are listed in our perpetual memorials. We remember Jacob Ephron, Jane Gensler, Bernard Goldstein, Louis Hartz, Harris Katz, Evelyn Polanski, Ruth Rosenthal, Aaron Sagel, Kate Sklar, Gertrude Sokol, Rose Taylor, Abraham Warrench, Emmanuel Wasserkrug, Lee Wildstein, Oscar Zakansky, Sylvia Zins. And we also recall this day Mary Larimer, Marna Walter, and Margaret Harrison. Sandy, I'm sorry, and your grandmother, please? You're muted.
Rebecca Shane Wachter.
Thank you, Rebecca Shane Wachter. Those who are observing yahrzeit and those who are in mourning, please now rise for the mourner's Kaddish on page 198. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach li'olam ulmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitchomam v'yitnaseh. V'tadar v'tale v'talal shmei dekudasha b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
Amen. Susan Miller, I think you're up. For Marav, we begin on page 200. Please rise.
V'hurachum yichaper avon v'lo yashchit v'hirbala shiva po v'lo yair kol chamato Adonai Yoshia HaMelech Ya'anenu v'yom koreinu Baruch hu et Adonai Amvorach
Baruch Adonai Hamberach Le'olam Vahed.
Baruch Adonai Amvorach Le'olam Vaed.
You may be seated.
El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai
Baruch Hu V'Shema.
Ma'ari V'Aravi.
Amen.
V'avatecha al tatzir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu V'Shema.
Oheb amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol miotecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam V'shivtecha b'veitecha v'letecha b'derech uv'shaptecha uv'kumecha u'kashartam liot al yodecha v'hayu l'totafot b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha v'yisharecha v'haya. L'ma'an yirbu yamechem v'imei v'nechem al ha'adama asher nishba Adonai l'avotechem latek bahem ki me'ashamayim al ha'aretz. Deborah, do you want to do the third paragraph or we can do it together?
You want to do it together? We can try.
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
You start.
I'm ready. Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarti lehem v'asri lehem sisit. Akanfei bigdehem l'dovatam. L'dovatam v'natnu al sisik akanaf b'tir techelet. V'haya lehem sisit. Uwe item uto. Osartem et kol mitzvotai. Adonai v'ositem v'lo tatavu akavei levavakem v'akavei einekem asher nozim akavehem laman tuskuru v'ositem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kadoshim Elohim ani Adonai Elohim asher Useti Eretz Mitzrayim Lechem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohem Ani Adonai Elohem Emet.
Hey, yes, your kochacha. That was great.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Okay.
Thank you.
I agree.
Yeah, next time we want to see you there.
I got nervous, so I put it off.
That was
Okay,
wonderful.
Susan.
I would like to do it in the morning when I don't giggle. I was a little nervous.
Okay.
Page 205 in the middle. Morris, we haven't heard from you for a while.
Wonderful to be recognized. We affirm the truth that he is our God and that there is no other, and that we are his people Israel. He redeems us from the power of kings, delivers us from the hands of all tyrants. He brings judgment upon our oppressors, retribution upon all our mortal enemies. He performs wonders beyond understanding, marvels beyond all reckoning. He has maintained us among the living. He has not allowed our steps to falter. He guided us to triumph over mighty foes, exalted our strength over all our enemies. He vindicated us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. In wrath, he smote all of Egypt's firstborn, bringing his people to lasting freedom. He led his children through divided waters as the pursuers sank in the sea. When his children beheld his might, they sang and praised him, gladly accepting his sovereignty. Moses and the people Israel sang with great joy to the Lord.
Umachuto beratzon kiblu alehem, Moshe v'nei Yisrael l'chanu shira, v'simcha rabba v'yamru chulam. Mikamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mikamocha neda b'kodesh,
No
no
Rohila,
Dosele. Okay, I am Lifnei Moshe, Ze Elianu v'yamru, Adonai le'olam ba'ed, v'nemar, Kivod Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalo miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai al Yisrael.
Okay, Morris.
Help
Top of
us, our Father.
207.
Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces around us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wing. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and guard our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Praise are you, Lord, eternal God of your people Israel.
Ushmor tzeitenu, uvoinu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'yad olam. Baruch atah Adonai,
Shema.
shomer amo Yisrael la'ad.
Amen.
Baruch Adonai le'olam amen v'amen. Ki hamalchut shelcha hi u'lamed timloch b'chavod, ki ein lanu melech ela ata, baruch ata Adonai, hamelech b'chvado tamid yimloch aleinu li'olam va'ed, v'al kol ma'asa.
Please rise for Hatzik Kaddish.
Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Yamati brachirute, v'yamlich machute, v'chayechanu v'yamechanu, v'chayedecho be'Yisrael, v'agalav izman kariv v'yamru amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabba mevorach, v'olam olam elamaya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitala shmei dekudisha, Elam in kol berchata v'shirata, Tishbachata v'nechamata tamiran b'yama v'yimeru. Amen.
We recite the Amidah silently, beginning on page 210. If you have not concluded the silent Amidah, please continue at your own pace. Susan, you continue on page 222 with Kaddish Shalom.
Yikada v'yikada shemei rabbah.
Amen.
V'yam adivrach yirutei, v'yam lich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yamechon, v'chayedecho beit Yisrael, v'agalav yizman kari v'yimru, amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach, ve'olam ha'meyamaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalashmei kudasha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tishmachata v'nachamata, damiran b'yama v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yikabat zlaton v'uton, decha Yisrael kadama v'andi v'shmaya v'yimeru.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen.
Eino seh shalom b'mrama, Ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru.
Amen. Please rise.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, v'teit gedula l'yotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo samchokenu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. הכתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
On this 11th of Adar, which begins this evening and continues through tomorrow, Tuesday, February 23rd, we recall the following individuals who's remained steadfast in our memory, in our heart, and in our actions. Today we recall Reuben Alperstein, Selma Beck, Mary Cherney, Mitchell David, Sandra Dolin, Sarah Ellen, Ida Etta Fishman, Julia Goldblatt, Mildred Hofberger, Robert Jandorf, Louis Jeffrey, Fanny Levin, Ida Malerich, Teresa Meyerberg, Sherman Pritzker, Edith Schwartz, and Eleanor Wall. Renee, would you like to lead us in Kaddish this evening, please?
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
ויאמר דברי קירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן.
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו אמן.
Ruth Ann, you need to unmute yourself, please.
That concludes our service for this evening. I keep muting myself so I don't say stuff unknowingly. Tomorrow morning at 7:30, tomorrow evening again at 6 p.m. Reminder that Thursday morning is Fast of Esther, and Thursday night starts Purim with a full Megillah reading at 7 p.m. And apparently there will not be a service at 6. My understanding.
Correct. This
Yeah,
service will
7
be
o'clock.
at 7. Yeah.
And then Friday morning is Purim again.